Hello. How are you,
Hi,
Jackson?
mate.
So good.
I'm good. Nice one.
Nice one. Boy, what an odd series of events brought us together.
I know. I was about to say it's the magic, crazy world of social media, isn't it?
I
That you
guess
end
so.
up in these kinds of chats.
I totally love it, though. We're all the better for it.
Where am I speaking to you from, mate?
I'm in Los Angeles. Where are you?
I'm in Edinburgh. I was in LA a couple of summers ago. I had a great time.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I'm in West Hollywood, just a little south of the Sunset Strip.
Oh, so good. I was actually in LA summer 2019. I was there during Pride. Oh, it was unbelievable. I was in West Hollywood actually during. It was one of the best weekends I've had in a while. I had a great time.
Fantastic. Well, why don't we talk about how this unlikely friendship started?
Yeah, I was about to say let's where do we start? Where do we
begin?
I suppose for you, how did you find yourself in the Simpsons world? From your side of things.
I think that it was maybe a Sunday or something, and I was supposed to be writing a script. And when I'm supposed to be writing a script, I procrastinate like crazy. And so I was kind of just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw the story about that you'd gotten a tattoo of Mo. And that really caught my eye because a lot of people get Simpsons tattoos. Like I've seen a lot of them, good and bad. But that one really caught my eye because it was a particular, I could tell that you were a really big fan because it was a particular episode that picture was drawn from. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah. The Bachelor, after The Bachelor.
Yeah. So it was Mo was part of a Bachelor auction. And so it was a kind of a weird charity tradition where they auction off a night with an eligible Bachelor. And Krusty the Clown had just introduced Mo as, and here's a Bachelor who likes women who take off their clothes for money. It's Mo. And then Mo, all the other guys had crossed the stage, stopped, and then waited for a reaction. But Mo just kept walking because he knew no one was going to pick him. And he had this really humiliated look on his face. And that was the pose that you took for your tattoo.
It's that like really forced smile, like smiling through the pain. Like it just kills me every time. It's so funny.
It was so funny. And so I tweeted something kind of smart ass. I was like, I don't know who this guy is or what sport he plays, but he's my favorite athlete now. And I thought that'd be the end of it. And then now the fans of Hibernian are called Hybees?
The Hybees, yeah.
Yeah, the Hybees just like, next time I turned on Twitter, I was just like inundated with messages from Hybees fans. It's like, oh, the Simpsons right. One of the Simpsons writers is a Hybees fan. So that was kind of the story. But tell me how you ended up with the tattoo in the first place.
So like I've been a big Simpsons like fan since I was, in particular when I was kind of growing up. There was for this Australian fans who will eventually see this, there was a thing on a Saturday morning called the Super Simpsons Weekend, and it was on for like from 9 till 12 it was like Saturday morning or something, or Saturdays and Sundays. And I used to just like, it must have killed my parents because I used to try and I could sit there and watch it, and it was never allowed to. I could have sat there and watched it for 3 hours every weekend in the morning. And yeah, I've loved it ever since. And I have quite a lot of tattoos. Like I'm pretty tattooed all over my body. And
okay, how old were you when you got your first?
I was a bit older. I think I was 23. I'm 27 now.
Okay, so
okay. But I think I was 20. I think I was about 22, 23 when I got my first tattoo. So I've started off pretty late, but very quickly.
Okay, you're making up for lost time. I love it.
Yeah, it very quickly escalated. So I have a lot of pop culture reference tattoos. So I have like a Twin Peaks tattoo.
Oh my God!
I have a Buffy the Vampire Slayer tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a Seinfeld tattoo. So I've got quite a few kind of ones, but I've always wanted to have a Simpsons tattoo. And the artist who does quite a lot of my work in Leeds, Rich Wells, better give him a shout out.
Absolutely.
We were just one day we actually hadn't planned it. We were doing some other stuff on my arm, and we were just chatting Simpsons because he loves the show as well. And I don't know, we just got hooked on talking about that episode and just talking about Mo actually in general. We were just laughing, and we just thought, come on, like he added some spare time. I was like, yeah, it'll be great. It'll be a laugh. It was that kind of spontaneous, I guess. So Yeah, and we put it just above my sock line, so it's like he's like walking along my shin.
It's so funny, and I gotta say, what's his name? Rich Wells? Is that what
Rich Wells,
he's really good because, like, I've
Very
seen
good.
some. Believe me, I've seen some bad Simpsons tattoos, and he really captured it. And I'm sure that's not easy. A lot of people, a lot of people were pitching these story ideas, like, well, yeah, I think groundskeeper Willie is a high B, and he should take the Simpsons to Scotland, and they should all become fans. It's like, all right, that's sort of an idea, I guess.
That would be a nice sequel. I know they went to Scotland in the episode with where they're trying to find the Loch Ness, where Mr. Burns is trying to find the Loch Ness monster. And I actually lived in it. I actually lived in Inverness for about 18 months a few years ago. And I lived like literally maybe 10 or 15 minutes from Loch Ness as well. So, but no, there's as I say, I don't know how much pull, how much pressure the fans can put on you, but there's, I'm sure everyone would love to have seen it.
You know what? We just got renewed for 2 more seasons, which means we have to come up with another 44 episodes. So, I wouldn't rule it out.
There you go. It's probably my first kind of experience of having a little bit of a viral, I don't know, something going viral online, I guess. And it was just kind of mad how it just spiraled into, as you say, all of a sudden, people are pitching ideas to the Simpsons writers about being a Hibs fan.
It's funny. People claim that they're fans, but they don't even, like, you'll ask them, who's Lenny and Carl? It's like, I don't know. And they're like, they're Homer's friends. Yeah. But you know it. You know the show.
No, I'm pretty deep, but like it's to be fair, we've got a quiz to do later after this, after we finish chatting, and there's some in-depth questions in there, which I was reading them like, wow, this is challenging.
I was nervous about that because I saw the questions too. And I've had this happen before where fans will smoke me at Simpsons trivia because I don't know. I mean, I have a kind of I've seen all the episodes, but I don't have them. Like, I'm not a competitive trivia guy. So I don't, I don't love my prospects. Well, I was just watching a YouTube thing about you. It seems like in addition to having amazing taste in comedy, you also are super into music. You're super into music too, right?
Yeah,
like you love the Velvet Underground and all these hip bands.
Yeah, no, it's I've always been a big music lover as well.
How does that? I mean, it's funny because like we here in North America, like when you grow up, when you're in high school, you'll have like the jocks who are the athletes, and you'll have the cool like alternative kids who are into cool music and weird comedy and stuff. But somehow you're both. And that's kind of amazing to me. Like, who were your friends in high school? Or did you go to high school? I mean,
I moved over to Scotland during my last year of high school.
Okay.
But
were you in a football academy or?
Yeah, I actually came over to play for Celtic actually originally.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I played for them for a few years when I was younger, and then I moved down to England for a while, and then I'm back in Scotland. But I did finish. I kind of finished my exams. I actually had to sit my exams in Australian real time once I'd come across. So I had to sit my I don't know what you call them, your final exams.
Yeah, your finals. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to sit them at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. because I had to sit them so I couldn't cheat.
Oh, that's so funny. So they were like watching you over this kind of thing.
No, they had like someone there basically to kind of prove that I wasn't cheating or anything like that. They took it pretty seriously. I was like, of course, like I'm not.
But you got it. You passed it.
Yeah, but I did it. I got there in the end.
Tell me what's going on with the Socceroos.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a wild couple of years for us, obviously in this COVID world that we're all living in at the moment. So we're probably one of the few national teams in the world where to be fair, the USA are probably one of the same, where we have a real, like the players play in all different countries. So we probably play from a 23-man squad. We probably play in about 14 different countries. So to try and bring everybody in to one camp together logistically is hard enough as it is, let alone, while you're dealing with quarantines and, these processes within different countries. So it's just not been possible for us to play, which is a real shame because we're a pretty tight-knit bunch and we don't get to see each other very often. So we're due to play together again in June. And that'll be the first time we've been together since November 2019. So it will be nearly 2 years.
I'm excited about that too. I'm from Canada originally, like a lot of comedy people.
Cool.
So we were proud to. I mean, we don't get a lot of attention. I feel like Australia and Canada have a lot in common. Like we sort of we're the cool countries that things just sort of run well, and people tend to ignore us. But a lot of cool stuff comes out of them.
Yeah, no doubt. Ironically, I didn't know you were originally from Canada. I made my debut for Australia against Canada.
Really? In Canada or where?
It was actually in London, and it was at a neutral venue. Okay. Unfortunately, I've never been to Canada. I'd love to go, but yeah, in 2013, I played my first game for Australia against Canada. So there you go.
Oh, fantastic! And what was the outcome? Did you crush us?
We won 3-0. We did, yes, unfortunately.
Okay, that doesn't really shock me. Great. Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you too long because you got to get your rest.
Let's crack on. With this quiz.
Okay. Do you want to? I mean, I saw the quiz and I came up with a couple of questions of my own.
Oh, nice one. I didn't know. Okay. Should we go back and forth, or do you want to go through one by one?
Why don't we go back and forth? Okay.
That's cool. That's cool with me.
Okay, Jackson. What American football team, does Hank Scorpio buy for Homer?
Is it Dallas Cowboys?
Very good guess. Homer wants the Dallas Cowboys.
He wants the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, but then he's disappointed when Hank buys him this team.
They're
actually pretty good. They were bad when this episode was written, but then they got pretty good for a while. They've won the Super Bowl a few times.
Is it Washington? No,
it's Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos. I should have known that. Anyways, to be fair, the first one that came to me was Cowboys straight away because I remember that.
No, you totally. I mean, you have really know the show. There's no doubt.
Well, that's what I mean. These questions are deep questions. So we'll go with that. Cuts. So we'll go. Yeah, let's go for your number one.
Okay.
So what town do the Simpsons, or the Thompsons as they're known at this point, when they're in witness protection in the episode Cape Fear, what is the name of the town that they moved to?
Oh my God. I have no idea. I can't even guess. It's such a deep cut. Yeah, I can't believe it.
That is a deep cut. It was Terror Lake.
Terror Lake, right? Okay.
Terror Lake. Yeah, that was it. But again,
is that the episode where Sideshow Bob steps on the rakes?
Yeah, that is the classic.
Yes. Yo. I've heard the guys. I wasn't on the show then, but I've heard the story that they just realized they had him step on a couple rakes, but then the episode came in a little short, and they were like 40 seconds short or something. And so they were like, well, yeah. And then they just did that, and it's like one of the great moments in TV history. Yeah. What? Okay, I'm going off the reservation here. I'm going off book. I'm just going to make this up.
Off book.
In the episode Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie, what is the name of the guy who moves in with the Simpsons? You remember that when they put a dog on Itchy and Scratchy?
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. I'm getting confused. I was thinking it was the one where the guy claims he was the original inventor of Itchy and Scratchy. It's not. It's the.
That's an interesting question too. Yeah, it's the guy. That was the guy who I don't remember that guy's name. I'm not defending the side very well here.
I know. I was about to say we're putting ourselves under major pressure here. With these,
I know. You have an excuse. This isn't your job.
No, I can't remember.
It's a guy named. His name is Roy.
Roy. Yeah. All right.
He's like, hey, Mrs. S.
That's right. Oh my God. Yeah. That is. I'm gonna come in second here with one that's a bit more. Well, to be fair, it's one of my favorites from one of my favorite characters. So what is the name of the song that Kirk Van Houten records after he and Luann get divorced?
Oh, thank God! I love this so much. Can I Borrow a Feeling?
Can I Borrow a Feeling?
I love that.
Classic.
That's one of my. I think it's one of my favorite episodes when Kirk gets that girlfriend. I think her name's Starla, and then she says, She says, "Can I get the keys to the car? I need to go change my wig."
Yeah,
And then she steals his car.
Oh,
That's
amazing!
That's awesome.
That episode has got about 3 or 4 of my like the iconic, like the race car bed. No, I sleep in a big bed with my wife. Like, like
so
classic,
funny. And he
so
gets
good,
fired from the cracker factory. Hilarious.
From the cracker factory. I don't recall. What was it? I don't recall saying good luck. What's that after 25 years?
Wow.
So long ago. I don't recall saying good luck.
Shining. You were shining.
Listen,
I gotta watch out. If we have an opening on the writing staff and this football thing doesn't work out, we may have to call you.
Hey, keep me in mind.
Okay. All right. Let's do just a couple more here.
Let's go. A couple more.
I'm glad we got we each got a few. Okay. Who was the Plow King?
Oh, the Plow King is
Homer was Mr. Plow.
Homer is Mr. Plow. It's not Ned, is it?
No, it's one of his friends who starts up a competing snowplow company.
Again, these are cutting me deep. Is it Lenny? It's Lenny or Carl? Lenny or Carl?
No, it's another. Okay. No, you're getting close. Another one of the Fireflies.
Oh, Barney.
It's Barney. It's Barney.
It's Barney. That's right. Yeah.
And then he records a commercial. He records a commercial with Linda Ronstadt.
That's right. That, to be fair, that's a cracker of an episode as well. What is I will go for a nice Mo related question. Okay. And what is the secret ingredient of a flaming Mo?
Oh gosh. I mean, it's not the fire, is it?
It's not the fire. No, it's the last one when Mo's trying to figure out Homer's recipe and
okay.
It's the last one.
I don't know. That's a good question.
It's cough syrup.
Oh, right.
It's the crusty. I'm sure it's like crusty brand cough syrup or something like that.
That's so funny. And that's really funny because people started making like homemade booze with cough syrup.
Yeah.
Not that long after that. And they would call it purple drank with an A.
Oh, jeez. That sounds rough.
It's pretty rough. Yeah. Well, if you get to the point where you're drinking purple drank, then you're in trouble. Okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. Let's do one more each here.
One more?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's a good one. What was written on the Valentine's card that Ralph gave Lisa?
I choose you.
Yes. Nice. Very good.
Very nice. Classic Ralph.
So sweet. I think that happened to I think that happened to Al Jean that he got.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you have that in Australia, but on Valentine's Day, when you're a little kid, you give Valentine's to everyone in your class, like boys, girls, it doesn't matter. But he got, nobody's supposed, because they don't want any kids to get left out. But I believe Al, like Ralph, got a Valentine from a girl and thought, oh, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute. The best episodes start that way.
Yeah, exactly. That's got the iconic, you can pinpoint the exact moment where his heart breaks.
Exactly. So he's like, it's so funny. So funny.
So mean, but funny. Right, we go for one more from my side.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go for another sport-related one. So good. When Homer goes on hunger strike, when the Springfield Isotopes are going to potentially be moving city, the baseball team, do you remember what the team they're going to become?
They're going to go to Albuquerque, aren't they?
Albuquerque, that's right. Yeah,
I think I pitched that, so that was an easy one for me. Yeah, it seemed like such a funny. It's a good comedy name for a city. It was before Breaking Bad, which I think was set in Albuquerque. But Bugs Bunny in back in the day would say, "I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque." So it has all those K sounds, so it's a good comedy word.
Oh, perfect. Well, there you go.
Perfect.
We got one. We got one in the end.
We both got a couple. So yeah, okay.
We both got a couple.
Well, fantastic. Well, this has been such a treat.
Oh, this has been great. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I'll be cheering you on, and I hope to see you. Maybe you could score off of that Mo shin.
Oh, thank you very much. Maybe next time I score, I can do the walk celebration or something like that.
Oh my God, that would be my heart would my heart would explode. It'd be the opposite of Ralph. I'd be so happy. That'd be fantastic.
Well, there you go. I'll try and do something like that.
Well, what a treat. As I said, you have an open invitation here anytime, and let's keep in touch on Twitter and in every other way.
Yeah, no doubt. That sounds good.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Jackson.
No worries, mate.